Hi students, welcome back. This is Plus 2 Computer Application Chapter 7 Looping Structure. Before getting into the video, please do subscribe. In the previous class, you have learned PHP conditional statements, and in this class, you are going to learn loops. So let us see the learning objectives. PHP looping structure is of 4 types. First type is for loop. Second type is for each loop. Third type is while loop, and fourth type is do while loop. Now let us see the general idea of looping structure. So here also we do have condition. Based on the condition, we do have two different concepts. The condition result, it can be true or it can be false. So look at this. Here we do have a condition, and this condition, if it is true, we have to execute a set of code. After the execution, once again we have to go back to the condition, and we have to check once again whether it is true or false. And if it is true, again execute the same set of codes and go back to the condition once again. So like this, the set of codes will be executed again and again. The repetition of this execution is actually called as looping until the condition is false. So there is a cycle here. That cycle is actually called as iteration. And if it is false, we will jump out of this particular block. So this is the overall idea of looping. Let us consider the case of filling cupcake. Let's consider this as a program. So filling process is same for all the cupcakes. Let's take the condition as filling 4 cupcakes. So initially we will fill the first cake, and after completing the filling, we will move on to the second cake. So each time this filling process is counted. We have to repeat this for 4 times for 4 cakes. Because that is the stop value, we have to check for the condition accordingly. So to execute a loop, first of all we need initial value and test condition. So stop value is actually called as test condition, and executable code. We need a set of codes to execute multiple times. So as I said, we do have 4 different types of loops. Let us start with for loop. So the for loop is used when you know how many times you want to execute a statement or block of statements. You should know the initial value and stop value. So it is similar to the previous example. You should know how many cupcakes should be prepared. So accordingly you can fill the cupcakes. Same pattern here. You should know the initial value and the testing condition, that is stop value. Here we do have the syntax. For the word as a keyword, it should be written in lowercase, and initial counter, then after semicolon test counter, then semicolon increment counter. You should know the initial value, you should know the stop value, and how you are going to increment one by one, or you're going to increase by 2 or 3. That increment should be decided, and these three are the important features: initial value, test condition, and increment or decrement. And inside this you can write the set of code to be executed. This is the syntax, general format for loop. So look at the program. Program begins with open PHP tag, and immediately we do have for loop. So this for loop, we have 3 things inside the parenthesis. One is the initial value, then test condition, and increment. So all these 3 values should be separated by semicolon. And do remember, for loop should be in lowercase, and after that we do have open and close curly bracket. Inside that we do have the statement to be executed. So by looking at this line itself, you should be clear that how many times the program will be executed. Initial value is 0 and the target is 10. The stopping value is 10. So I is equal to 0. I should be less than or equal to 10, which means the stop value is 10. And it is increased by 1. I plus plus, which means it is increased by 1. So after 0, the next number will be 1. Then 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. It goes in this pattern. So total 11 times you have to execute this particular line. How it is 11 times? It starts from 0 and ends at 10. So total 11 times. You should count how many times using these two numbers. And this echo statement should be printed 11 times, and here we do have $I. So in this place the value of this variable will be printed. Each time the value is different. So let's see the output. Look at the output. At the very first time it says the number is 0. How it is 0? Because the initial value is 0. So it says the number is, in the place of $I we should write the initial value. And second time it is 1. Why it is printed in the next line? Because of this break statement. And keep doing third time, fourth time, and so on. Up to 10 you have to print all the numbers. So after 10 this program will not work because the condition turns false. If the value of I is 11, the condition turns false here. So I hope you all know to write the echo statement. Whatever present inside the double quotes you should write as it is, and if you have any variable you should write the value stored at that time, and inside that if you have any tag, do the action for the tag. BR is break tag, which means break the line. So let's move on to the next loop, that is for each loop. So for each loop is mainly used for looping through the values of an array, and the loop iteration depends on each key value pair in the array. So look at the syntax. For each is the keyword, we have to write it in lowercase. Inside the bracket we have to specify the array name and we have to write as value. Inside the open and close curly bracket you can write the code to be executed. Now look at the program. The program starts with open PHP tag, and here we do have the array name. $student underscore name. Student underscore name is the variable name, that is array name, is equal to array of how many elements are there? Total 5 elements. 5 different names. Students' names are given here. And each name is separated by comma. And all these names are stored in the memory space student name. And look at the for each loop here. For each $student name as value. So what happens? Student name is the array name. As value means each time each value will be taken. So how many times this loop will be executed? You have to count how many elements are there in this array. Total 5 elements are there. So this loop will be executed 5 times. So let's see the output. For the very first time, first element is taken as the value. So that value will be printed because we do have only one echo statement asked to print the value. So first value is Magiran, and like that it executes each element each time. So this is what for each loop. Let's move on to the next loop, that is while. While loop executes a block of code as long as the condition specified in the while statement evaluates to true. So until the specified condition is true, the particular block will be executed multiple times. So now look at the condition. While is the keyword, we should write it in lowercase. Inside the parenthesis you have to specify the condition, and open and close curly bracket. Inside that we have to write the code to be executed. Now look at the program. Here we do have two variables. One is student count, that is actually 10, and student number is 1. So we have two variables with initial value. Now let us see the while condition. While student number is less than or equal to student count, which means student number initial value is 1, less than or equal to 10. Student count is 10. So how many times the loop will be executed? Total 10 times. Yes. So in while statement we write the initial value at this place, and after the operator we write the stop value. Comparing both the numbers, you can say how many times, and you have to verify the increment value, whether it is increased by 1 or increased by 2. You have to clarify that also. So let's see the output. So first of all, the echo statement is given, the student number is, and then the variable name. So each time the value present inside this variable should be printed. So first output is the student number is 1. How it is 1? The initial value is 1. So after printing the first line, student number is actually increased by 1. So the next time student number will be 2. So look at the output. Student number is 2. So this condition will be repeated multiple times until the condition is false. This particular block will be executed. So up to 10 it works. So when the student number turns 11, the given condition will be false. So next let us move on to the last loop, that is do while loop. Do while loop is always very similar to while loop but executes the block of code at least once before evaluating the condition. Why it is executing the entire block once? Because the condition is placed at the last. The condition is evaluated only at the time of exit of each iteration. So that is the reason the condition will be written at the end of the block. So each time it checks for the condition at the last. Look at the syntax. First we have to write do, open and close curly bracket. Inside that you have to write code to be executed. And at last while condition should be written. While inside the bracket we have to write the condition and finally end up with semicolon. This is must. So this is the reason at least once the action block will be executed because the condition is checked at the exit level. Now look at the program. By now you should be very clear in the concept of executing the program. As usual, the program begins with open PHP tag. Here we do have two variables. It is similar to the previous program. Only thing, the condition is taken from this place and it is written at the bottom. And in this place we have written do. Do means you have to do the following lines. So the action block is read once and then it checks for the condition. So substitute the values in this condition. Student number is 1 less than or equal to student count is 10. So 1 less than or equal to 10. So total 10 times this particular line should be executed. Let's see the output. The student number is at the very first initial value is 1. So the student number is 1. This line is printed and it works up to 10. And 11th time it will be false. So this is what do while loop. So we have completed the looping structure in PHP. That is, first one is for loop and for each loop, while loop and do while loop. So these are the 4 different types of looping structure in PHP. So that's all for today. Thank you.